Hello, guys, and welcome after months of not being around. I'm finally back, and this video is more of a I'm back and a thank you so much. But I also want to get into a bit of material, of course. But the most important thing of this video is a thank you, because I did not expect us to reach 100 subs, not on that time. And we currently have 135, which for some people might be a really small number, but I did not expect it at all. And I am just so happy and excited for the next couple videos that will come out. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. And if you're new around here, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment if you have any questions, and turn on the notification bell, okay? The next unit is gonna be Python. We're gonna start with Tracy the turtle like we did with Carol in JavaScript, except that here we're gonna go the full length and we're actually gonna get into like programming stuff in the terminal, not for a turtle, but for like actual code down here. So the thing that I love about Python, and even if I'm not that well versed on it, is that it is very simple, but it has such a high skill floor, so to say, because Python doesn't even have semicolons. You remember that thing that we did with JavaScript? Yeah, no, you don't need that, okay? And the commands, like the format, it's so easy to understand, but at the same time, you can build very complex stuff with Python. That's why it's one of the most popular languages out there. And yeah, it may not be the fastest, but it's very simple, and the skill level is very high. So, without further ado, let's get into the first two little sub-units of Tracy. So for the first one here, we have a little example, a slinky. And this is mainly for, like, syntax and stuff, because a JavaScript, I don't know, it would be function start. And I'm pretty sure there's also, like, a sort of start function here in Python. I don't know much Python, but I decided to start with Python because I might need it for my animation, my advanced animation class. That's besides the point anyways. So, it would be something like function start for something, then you do this and and then you move and boom. So the thing with Python is that you're not gonna need these. And that is already, wow. Second of all, you're not going to need the semicolon. Python is based on the indentation. So here, the fact that I indented for like that kind of connects it to this function. But we might be getting a bit ahead of ourselves. So, this is very simple stuff, okay? Tracy will start at the center of the map, unlike Carol that started at like the bottom left. And from there on out, Tracy will like follow whatever is written here. So with the circle command, I guess you could call it, yeah, command. Tracy's gonna move this amount of pixels. Now the canvas for Tracy is 400 by 400. What that means is that if you start at the center and you want to move all the way here, you need to move 200 pixels. So yeah, but that's besides the point, like I said. So the number inside of the circle command is going to tell Tracy the radius of the circle. And Tracy's going to start drawing the circle at the bottom. Let me run the example. So she does first, second, third, fourth, fifth. So as you can see, if I repeat that again, she starts from the bottom, 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 bottom. So that's very important to know, the radius is the number inside of the circle command, and then circle is the command. Then forward. Forward is Tracy's version of the move command that Carol had. Now, unlike Carol, that you're going to write like move, and then you're going to just repeat it over and over again until like Carol moves the amount of times you want, Tracy moves by the pixels. So instead of writing forward 20 times, you're just going to write forward 20. And then that's going to make Tracy move the 20 pixels. Now, Tracy always starts facing east. So if there was no circle command up here, she would only move forward 20 pixels. And yeah, that's the gist of it. It's not very hard stuff. It is very easy to just look at it and be like, okay, I see what's going on. There's a circle with a 35 radius. Then Tracy moves forward 20 pixels. Another circle moves forward. Another circle moves forward. Very simple stuff. Now let's get on to the next little assignment. I already got ahead of it and sort of practiced it a bit. But basically, what they want us to do in this case is 5 rings, and each circle should be of a radius of 35, and Tracy should move forward 40 pixels after every circle. So, as you can see in the result world, the first circle starts right in Tracy's starting position, which means that we can just write circle as the first one, and then the radius of 35. Remember, you don't need semicolons in Python. So then what's next is that Tracy needs to move 40 pixels after every circle. Since Tracy's already facing east, then we're just going to write forward and then 40. And with that, we have our first circle and our first movement. Now we need to repeat this 5 more times. And what's easier than just copying and pasting? Except that, oh yeah, no, she does need this at the end because it's after every circle that she needs to move forward. So now, if we try to play this, there you go. 5 circles, 40 space from each of their bottom places. It's good to go. So, we're going to submit it real quick, and it's going to send us to 2.2. Now, we're going to skip to dashed line, because in this unit, we're going to be introduced to the pen up and pen down. What this does is that it makes it so that Tracy doesn't always draw, and you can get things such as this dotted line. So, once again, pretty straightforward. Pen up, she's not going to draw, because the pen is up. It's not touching the canvas. Backward, that's a new one. Pen down, she's going to put the pen right down, and if she moves again, then she's going to draw. So on and so forth. So if we run it, there you go. So backward, of course, it's the opposite of forward, and it makes Carol go backwards instead of in front. So if Carol would be facing north, and we press backward, she's going to go south. But in this case, because she was facing east, and we set it backward, she's going to go west. And then with the combination of pen up and pen down, we have a very nice dotted line. Now, we're going to move on to the next part of this. And this is the shorter dashed line. So, Tracy's going to write... oh, yeah, I was... I might have been doodling around here, but that's irrelevant. We're going to make another dotted line. Okay? Just a simple dotted line. So, since Tracy's in the center, we want her to go all the way back to as further west as possible. So we're going to use the backward command, okay? Backward, and then we need her to move back 200 pixels. Remember, no semicolon in Python. And when she's backwards, let's see the assignment. The lines are 50 pixels long. So, before actually going backward, let's do the pen up so she doesn't draw when she's going back. But then when she's all the way back, we're going to do pen down. Now, with this, we're going to make Tracy move forward. What is it? 50 pixels long? 50. And the spaces are of 50 pixels too, which means that we're going to repeat pen up. And then we're going to move forward another 50. And then we're going to do pen down. And then we're going to move forward another 50. So if we do this, we only have 2 and we need 4 lines. So, of course, easy peasy, we're going to just copy and paste this little segment of code. And once we do that, she does a third one. So if I do it again, She does a fourth one, and now we just need to pen up, forward 50. And with that, this assignment should be done. So now if we check it, boom. Submit and continue. Now, to draw a caterpillar on your canvas. Now, the thing with this is that, of course, they don't want us to draw in between the circles because then it's just going to look like the normal one. So, we have 5 circles. A body consists of 5 circles, and each circle has a radius of 20 pixels. I assume it's the measurement. So first we're going to start with, pen down is automatically what you start with. So we're just going to say circle. Circle, and then we're going to put the radius of 20. So, after we have that radius, we're going to do the pen up, so she doesn't draw on her way to the next circle. And then, if the radius is of 20, then does she need to move 40 in between? I assume so. And when she moves forward, pen down, and then another circle with a radius of 20. So now let's try this out. This should give us the first 2 circles. Yes! Perfect. So, now we're going to repeat this part again. 3 circles, 4 circles, 5 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. We did it. It's pretty simple, like I said. It's pretty quick, and it is super basic. So, let's continue. And with that, we get our first little badge. Now, like I said, this was mainly a, hi, I'm back. And I will try to upload as much as I can. I'm getting a job soon, so my schedule might be clumped up. But I will try my hardest to get us through the Python unit in CodeHS. So thank you so much for watching, guys. That is it for today. Don't forget to leave a like, to comment, to subscribe. I love you all, and have a great day. See you next time.